TH, who's coming off of their match against Gen.G. We'll begin with the remote media and then move to the in-house questions. Strafe Sports, you can have the first question.
Hello. Thank you. First of all, commiserations on the loss, guys. Despite the end result not being in your favor, I wanted to get your initial thoughts on how you feel having made it this deep into Shanghai and your overall thoughts on the run as a whole. This question
for me,
goes to anyone.
yeah, I can take it. For me, like, I couldn't be any prouder of the boys. Like, obviously, we literally just finished 10 or 15 minutes ago, so it's quite, the emotions are still quite raw. But honestly, like, we came into this tournament to have some fun and gain experience, and you know, it's gonna hurt right now, but when they look back on it in an hour, 2 hours, tomorrow, Wood has had like the most insane debut you can possibly have on duelist off roll, played incredible. You know, Boo like developed so much as an IGL. Like Innes, Rhines, you guys can see 100% one of the best initiators in the world as well. Benji, also incredible, and I can't even begin to speak about Patty Tech. Like, this guy's just insane. So I am just so happy that they got to show a chance, or get a chance to show how good they were, you know. And as for the final itself, yeah, honestly, I think the 2 map bans and just a best of 5 without playing maps that we kind of spammed during this tournament, like Sunset, Bind, it came back to bite us, and we lost to an incredible team. Like, well deserved, you know. We got completely outplayed on the last 2 maps. So yeah, there's nothing else I can say really. Just we lost to the better team, and that's what it was.
Thank you. Can I ask a follow-up question?
Go ahead.
Of course.
Thank you. Again, this question goes to any one of you guys. Throughout your entire run at Shanghai, do you have a standout moment, a favorite moment from the tournament that you guys had that you'd like to recount?
I can answer. You want to answer? No, I saw you were going to speak. Go answer.
I think for most of us, it's the FPX game where we could have been out and not even make playoffs. But that 11-12 round and like the overtime defense rounds from Wood, like that game was crazy. And yeah, like it got us to playoffs and we snowballed from there. So, I mean, obviously we played a lot of great games, but that was kind of the turning point for the tournament for me personally.
Yeah, I'd agree as well from a coach's point of view. Like, FPX were one of the teams that surprised me the most, and it kind of reminds me of us at Madrid. We lost to Sentinels and Paper X, like very, very close games. And FPX, I think, did the exact same thing, right? They lost to us and Gen.G. So yeah, like, FPX were incredible.
Thank you. We'll go to Sportskeeda next.
Yes. First of all, commiserations on the loss, guys. My question is for Patty Tech. So since this is most likely the last time you'll be playing with this version of the Heretics roster, I wanted to know how your experience has been playing with them, and if there are any words you'd like to sort of send them off with for the future matches.
Yes. First of all, I would like to thank you, Neil, and everyone in this team. Bo, Wood, NS, Benji, Minibu at home. These guys are incredible, and for sure they will go. I mean, I'm 100% confident they will win champions. So yeah, and for me personally, I was treating this tournament as a way to show off myself, because in Madrid I couldn't do that. I think it's because it was my first international event, and I was kind of stressed and couldn't really adapt to the stage. But in this tournament, it was a completely different story, and I think I proved many people wrong, hopefully at least. And yeah, I mean, nothing but love for guys at Team Heretics. Like, what they are doing and what they've built so far is, I think, like one of the best teams in the world, and they're gonna prove it on champions and in future as well. Like, as you said, like 10 minutes ago in the huddle room, like this is the beginning, and the future is bright for them.
Thank you. I think we have some questions from the in-house media.
Yes. Test. Oh. You didn't play Breeze before at all, but you have to play it today. So what's your plan for this map? Anyone can answer the question. Thanks.
I mean, we kind of prayed that it will work.
Breeze.
Yeah, the breeze, like we didn't play it. We scrimmed it a bit. We prepared it for EDG, I think, because we kind of expected to play it. We played like 2 scrims on it, I think. And after the preparation for EDG, we didn't touch the map at all. So now when we came, like obviously we looked at their breeze yesterday. We saw some stuff, like we noticed some stuff. But I think the inexperience on the map, on the comp, on, I don't know, on the map itself, like they're just better. Like we had no idea what to do. We didn't know like what's the goal on the rounds. We didn't know like how to make micros to get entries and so on. While they knew like they're comfortable, like you could see, obviously, I think. So yeah, I mean, we knew that it's their pick. Like it's not end of the world if you lose it. And I think like we won the next 2. I think it was not about Breeze today. It was about Lotus and Split. So yeah.
Thank you. Are there any more questions from the in-house media?
This question is for Wood. You have already done your decent job and let the world remember your name and a little bit commiseration on today's grand final, but I would just want to ask you about the whole impression of Masters Shanghai.
Like it was very good tournament and good experience, like for me, also my team. We played very well until like grand final last map. I think we did like our best. Everyone did like their best. We lost, but I think it's fine. Like we played with Stunning. We just played like for fun, this. But we are still like grand final. We are still in grand final. We lost, but we are still in grand final. Like for me, like I don't want to play duelist that much. Like when Mino will come back, I will give him his role back. You can be sure about it. That's all from me.
Thank you. We have one more question from Strafe Esports.
So my question is open to anyone on the team. So do you think that the double veto that Gen.G had for the maps played some sort of an role, or it had some sort of an impact for the outcome of this match? Or do you think that it was all down to just the gameplay?
No, I think it definitely did. I mean, do you want to answer, bro?
100%.
Yeah, like definitely. Like I said, I think we've had, like every single game we've had this tournament, we've got better and better and better as the tournament went on. People that left Sunset and were already very comfortable on that. Bind we got really, really good at after we lost to G2. So we literally hadn't played Breeze and we hadn't played Split in a long time this event. And again, no practice days really to get it. I think we played like 3 consecutive days in a row now. So I think it's the fact that you don't really get a break. And then you go into play against a team like Gen.G who have had a day to rest, and then they also get to take 2 bans, and then they also get to pick the first map. Like it's a big advantage, But that's not taking anything away from them. Like not at all. We had the same pleasure of that advantage in the MEA Grand Finals. So it's not like it's a sure thing, But Gen.G are just a really good team. So yeah, they took full advantage of it, and we couldn't do much about it.
Thank you. Strafe, did you have one more question?
Yes, thank you. So this is the final question from my side. Obviously, you guys had a great tournament. You had a great tournament, made it all the way to the grand finals, but sadly you couldn't win out the final match. So my question is for everyone here. So now that you have a short gap between stage 2, what are your expectations and what are your plans going into the next half? And also, like, do you have a message that you want to give to the fans at the end of this tournament?
I think I'll let the guys answer as well, but from a coach's point of view, like we don't have much time at all. I think there's visa stuff to sort out when we get back. There's travel stuff to sort out when we get back. There's, traveling home, spending a couple of days with our families, and then obviously flying back to Berlin. So yeah, we don't have much time to prep. So we'll have a little debrief when we get back to Berlin, and we'll set some expectations out about how we're going to approach the first couple of games. But I mean, I'll let the guys answer what you said about the fans, because for me, I think I made a tweet about it, like the experience that I've had with the Chinese fans has been nothing short of like magical from a coach's perspective. So I can't imagine what it's like for the players, So, yeah.
It was like living in a dream, to be honest, with the crowd. I've never experienced something like this, and I don't know if I will experience something like this ever again. But playing in a full Mercedes-Benz Arena in Shanghai with having crowd behind you, I mean, I think it's everyone's dream to, like, as a player, to play like in a grand final like that with people behind you. So yeah, love to all the Chinese fans.
Yeah, I think we all really enjoyed it. Like I mean, for me, like the walkout during grand finals was really special. And yeah, I think that's something we'll remember for a long time. So yeah, no, we appreciate all of them.
Thank you. Are there any more questions for Team Heretics? Team Heretics, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us today.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.